Hello, everybody. I hope everyone has had a wonderful, wonderful week. I know we're at the end of the week. Hopefully, I have some people stop by and say hello. Right now, we're just going to color in this wonderful, wonderful book by Klara Markova and the Fairy Touch of Magic. I did a flip through of it already on the channel, so I hope you all have been able to see that. And currently, I don't have anybody in here with me, so I am talking to myself, which is just perfectly fine. So, a couple of different things that are going on, and I will go through those. And of course, we are in a new chapter in our YouTube life, and hopefully, this chapter will be as fun as the last chapter. Alrighty. So I'm going to get started here with, I think, coloring that area there, maybe the pumpkins. Yeah, I'll start with the pumpkins. Now I'm going to use my Holbein pencils because they are so nice on this paper that Klara uses. I know I don't usually keep watch chat too much when I'm coloring, but I will do my best. All right. Just getting all the little shadow areas here. That is a terrible, terrible picture. Let's see if I can fix that. Oh, that's too bright. Too bright, too bright. There we go. Okay. Still nobody coming to see me, so that's fine. I'm just going to color away. This book has so many really, really sweet pictures in it. And it is available in the US. So for those of you that are in the US and would like to purchase this book, it is a bit expensive because you have to pay shipping on top of the cost of the book, but you can order it from Klara's Etsy page, and I did leave a link to that when I did the review. So if you do want to buy this book or her new cards that she's come out with, you can definitely do that on Etsy. She is trying to get it into Amazon from what I understand of what I have read. So hopefully that works out for her because it is an adorable book. And I know this isn't my normal time for Saturday color along, but unfortunately, I was not able to go live yesterday. YouTube wouldn't let me, so. And of course, I don't know if anybody rang the bell, so I don't know if they've got the notifications. So you all may be ending up watching this after it's all done. All depends upon who shows up. Now, as you all may have noticed on my video feed, there is a lot less videos, and that is because I have removed them, and I will go through them and edit them to remove any sort of reference to the previous place that they were published. I'm doing that because I have been informed of possible legal action if I don't, and even though I have done some research and that's not really possible, I just don't want to make things worse, so I will do what I need to do just to make everything go away and stay away. Because, yeah, I just don't need it. Oh, there is somebody here to see me who has come to visit me. And they're not talking in chat, so that's fine too. So with that, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to take those videos down for now, and I will go through and I'll do some editing and see where that gets me. And if I am not able to edit out the information that has been asked of me to edit out, I will just take them down and redo them. So you get whole new horde videos from A to Z. Joy. So hopefully that will calm things down and alleviate some of the tensions. I wish this person all the best of luck in her future endeavors, and I have never wished ill of her. And hopefully things just calm down and move on with life, right? As for the channel here, like I said, I will repost those videos either as new videos with new information, or just the same information, just redo the video itself, or I may go through and edit what I can out of the video so that it calms things down. Now I'm just going through and adding the color to this wonderful little pumpkin here. And of course, as you all probably know, I've got a fantastic train. Hey, James. Hey, Penny. Hey, Kelly. Kelly, it is available. You can buy it off of her Etsy store, and she will ship it to the US. It's just a little bit expensive. And as you all probably know I have a tendency to get into my coloring and don't look up at chat very often, so I am really sorry if I missed you coming in. Well, color Halloween all year long. That's what you like to color. Color Halloween all year long. I do. Some days I get into a mood where I just want to color a demon or a fairy or a witch or, uh, that sort of thing, and I just color. And so just to let you know, I don't know if you were here during the time that I was rattling on. I have removed. I can. I am not the best with it, but I can definitely do that, Penny. Um, Sometimes it all depends upon the um, shadowing and whatnot on what you use for that. Well, no, I color Christmas all the time too. Christmas and Halloween are my absolutely most favorite times of the year. They are the times of the year that bring me the most joy. So I color both pretty much whenever I feel down or, if I just want to color something that brings me a lot of joy. No, these are Holbeins. This is the Holbein set. I wanted to, I had my liras out, so these are in the same bag as my liras, and I was feeling lazy, so I didn't take anything else out. But the polys work almost the same as the Holbeins. They are a little bit, the Holbeins are a little bit smoother than the polys, but they do work pretty much the same. They layer the same, that sort of thing. I actually, I haven't used my Holbeins a whole lot because they are fairly expensive to purchase and hard to purchase. Once they come back to Amazon, they might be a little bit more price conscious. I doubt it, that they're still going to be more expensive than the Faber-Castell, and definitely more expensive than the Prismas. So, and if you were able to watch the first part when you came in, you know that I may need to redo my hoard videos and some of my review videos. When with those, I will try to do what I can with them. Otherwise, they're not going to go back up. I will change a few things. Yeah, you can. There is actually a website out of England that sells the Holbeins individually. So what we've got going on here in the channel, of course, this is a new channel, a new endeavor altogether. It has no affiliation with anyone else other than myself. I will be looking for a moderator to come into videos with me. Yeah, absolutely. They don't have, let's see, I can't remember if they have, I think it's called flesh on their skin tones. I'm just going to take a look here because I know I have them right here. Um, they have all sorts of really, really light. Yeah, it's called flesh. And, that's the skin tone for this, one of the skin tones for this set. Um, Basically, I have found with this set that you have to experiment a little bit to get your skin tone colors together because there's only a couple that actually say skin tone or flesh color on them. But what I'll do, Penny, is I'll go through them at some point and pull out the ones that I would typically use for coloring skin tone, and maybe that will be one of our Saturday color alongs, so that I can give you a list of the colors that I would use for skin tones. I can't guarantee that it would be the best lists, but or the best skin tones that others would suggest, but they are the ones I will go through and I'll pick out the ones that I would use. So once again, I will be going through and I will be still doing my hoard videos, and I will be doing new ones of those. I'll also be doing some new videos on some of the reviews that I've done and that sort of thing. Unfortunately, I can't redo all the Saturday color alongs I've done, but I will go through those and do my best to remove any sort of information from the previous site. My dog has the sneezes. Are you okay? Are you all right there, Shyla? And she's just sneezing her little head off. Absolutely. That is another thing that I'm looking into. Um, it will probably be a very small page because, yeah, I just don't have that many followers. But that is something I am looking into. I'm just sitting back here and letting things cool off a bit. There have been some things said and done and whatnot that just need to be left alone for a while. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I have done a little bit of research, and the things I have been threatened with don't seem to be something that is possible at this time. Um, but I'm still going to protect myself and make sure that my channel is protected. Make sure that you guys are protected. I just want to make things fun. I just want to color and have fun. That's all I want to do. All the drama and the political and all that sort of stuff I just want it all to go away. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Penny. And that's exactly what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a bit of time, and let things cool off before I start moving forward on other things. And until then, I will do my own thing and I will color and hang out, and you guys can all join me. And if you don't want to join me, then don't join me. That's, basically it. This is such a sweet book, though. And the paper in this book is top notch, absolutely top notch. I have used everything from Crayolas to Holbeins on it in my other books. And she uses the same paper on all of her books. And even though it's a book that you definitely don't want to take the page out, one of my biggest problems is getting enough stability behind the page when I'm coloring in a coloring book. And I don't have that problem with these books, which is really cool. Absolutely, that is very, very true. And, like I said, I'm going to do me. I'm going to do what I am good at and what I want to do. And if people want to watch it, then they watch it. If they don't want to watch it, they don't have to watch it. It's one of those things where I'm going to have fun doing it. If people want to join me in that joy, then great. If not, oh well. Some days I get into the dumps and get a point where I'm a Debbie Downer, and other days I'm not. But I will try my best to put up a schedule as well, so that you all know what's going to be coming. I was hoping there would be a few more people here during this conversation so that I could get some ideas on names for different days. Like Manic Monday or Mail Monday, and I'll do some reviews on Mondays, and Work in Progress Wednesdays, things like that. So what do y'all think? I got two of you here. You can at least give me some suggestions. Tipful Tuesdays, that's a good one, yeah. I start writing these down. What do you think, Kelly? I know your internet's not all that great right now, but we'll do different videos at different times, and I will try to stick to that schedule. I haven't made the schedule up yet, so I will ask in the Facebook group as well as like in my Facebook page, I guess. I don't have a group anymore, but on my Facebook page, I'll ask for suggestions and whatnot for different days and things like that. Hey, DJ. It's okay, Devisa. I'm glad that you're watching. Shoot me a couple of private messages if you want later on different things that or different suggestions of different names for our schedule, so that everybody knows what day what is coming out. Thank you, Penny. It's amazing how many different colors go into a pumpkin. I haven't even got the green or anything like that into it yet. I was really surprised the first time I colored a pumpkin how many actual colors go into a pumpkin. So far, I've got 4. Absolutely. Welcome everybody to this stream. I am so glad that you have all joined me in my coloring corner. I can't say enough of how honored I am that that you're with me. And the one thing about coloring with colored pencils is, oh, white pumpkins are easy, Penny. I'm going to do that on this one. I'm going to do a white gourd on this one. I've thought about doing speed colors and stuff like that, but I haven't figured out how to pause the video to do life things because I'll start coloring and I'll end the video because I got stuff to do, and then I'll come back and sit at my desk and color a little bit more and forget to turn the video back on. Penny, with white pumpkins here, I'll do a little bit on this one just to show you what I do with white pumpkins. It's may not be what is the norm for white pumpkins, but it's what I do. And what I do is I grab a really light and more into the olive drab, olive color greens. And I take the darkest one, of course, and do up in the shadow areas and down the seams. And you can do this with either a pale green, like a gray green, or a really warm gray will work as well. And you just basically do all the shadows. Most gourds and pumpkins and everything else, even the white ones, if you look at them, have greens and grays and that sort of colors in them. And then what I do is I just take this really pale color and I just bring that down a little bit. And this color is a little bit, I'm going to switch you over to the other camera so you can see a little bit better. Turn on the light so I can see better. Now we just bring that green, really pale green, down a little bit off of the top. And if the bottom was showing more, I would bring it up off the bottom as well. And this gray is a little bit brighter than I thought it was, and green is a little bit brighter than I thought it was going to be, but that's fine too. And then you just take your white, if I can find my white. Excuse me. Great, now I've got a tickle. I'm going to mute you for a second here. Sorry about that. And then you just take your white and you just go over it. And it will tone down that green areas a little bit, as well as take that green down a little bit into the white so it transitions it. Now, I always press really hard with white, and I really shouldn't be doing that with these pencils because it really doesn't need it. But I can't see the color, so I just press harder. It's ridiculous. You shouldn't. It's a psychological thing, I guess. I can't see the color, so I press harder. But that's what you do all the way down the gourd is you just take the lines, you highlight them in a darker color, shadow them in a darker color. They're soft, like that's what let's see if I can get it to focus on that. Like doing that gourd, mash down the tip a little bit. I'm going to, but they're more like a polychromo. Yeah, exactly. Definitely like a poly. They're not like a Prismasoft, definitely not. And then now you can do the outer edges with that really pale green that you brought down with. And these areas in the center where the white is going to be most prominent, you can do those with that lighter green, or you can go to a medium green, which is what I've gone to. And just give a little bit of information, and we'll put the shadows under the beetles. Little ladybugs. She does the cutest ladybugs. Yeah, I've got to do my housework too. My husband went to work today, so it's not normal for him to go to work on Sundays, but it was his day to do so. He does it like once or twice every couple of months just to keep his knowledge up of the stock and whatnot. And I'm just going to put in the shadows here from the sign. The water that you're doing on that Kirby Roseanne penny is just absolutely beautiful. You're going to have to teach me how to do water. Not all that good at it. I do my best, but I'm not all that great at it. And typically you don't really need to, unless you're doing the blending of the colors together, which is what I'm doing here, is I'm bringing those greens together into the white. And a lot of people go, well, why do you color with the white pencil on a white page? Well, because most paper isn't actually white. And sometimes the white that you want is brighter than the white that the page is. And sometimes it's just the same. Yeah, you've done a wonderful job of it. I can't wait until it's done. No, neither is Molly Harrison's or Selena Finish, any of those Amazon papers, most of them anyway, have a gray tone to them. It's not very prominent in some, but it's really prominent in others. Oh, we've got 4 people watching. Isn't that nice? And of course, I've got a bunch of different things going on in my brain for different giveaways and different contests. I want to have a Christmas contest. I think a 12 days of Christmas type of thing. Yeah, it is. It's really, really nice. It's not as thick as cardstock, but it's so nice to color on with colored pencils. I personally wouldn't color on it with markers, but you can because of the fact that she doesn't normally put another picture behind it. She has these really cute little pictures that she puts on the opposite side of the page, which I think are adorable, but a lot of people just either don't color them or don't. Yeah, Kirby's books are so wonderful. Like I'm sure you watched the flip through. All of her main pages have this on the back side of it, which is just a blank area up here with a little bit of decoration down here so you can write what you used on the page opposing. And a lot of people use that area when they color with markers, just for the marker to go through on. So, and markers does work really well on this paper and does look beautiful. I just personally wouldn't want to ruin those cute little pictures on the other side. I like cute little pictures. But that is how I do a white pumpkin. And that's exactly what I would finish it with. That's finished to me. I would go through and make sure that I haven't left any little areas that need to be blended in. But otherwise, it's done. You know, white pumpkins are quite simple. You can also do this instead of using green. You can use a really pale blue or a really pale gray. I've seen it done with a bit of pale purple as well. Pretty much any color depending upon the gourd. Like if I was doing a pumpkin like this one over here, and I wanted to do it with the pale colors, I would do up here a little bit in the orange, as well as just a little bit into the lines, and then the rest of it I would do white. I'm going to actually take this green, since I have it in my hand. I'm just going to put a bit of that green in there. And I have this habit, and I don't know if it affects the pencils, and I really hope it doesn't, because I would be affecting a lot of pencils, is I hold them in my hand as I'm using them. Instead of putting them down and using them one at a time, I hold them in my hand. And I have hot little hands, so hopefully it doesn't affect the pencil at all. I always worry I'm going to melt the core. I'm going to have to fix that camera. For some reason, that camera is auto-focusing, even though I told it not to. I don't know why it does things like that. Hopefully y'all can see it okay. There, that's better. Turned off the autofocus and focused it properly for you. You know, I was going to go through and do ghosting on my last Saturday color along, but it was canceled. So the next one I might do that because it will be before Halloween. So I will, I think it'll be actually on Halloween or the day after Halloween. What is it going to be? Oh, it'll be on Halloween. So on Halloween, um, I will do the Saturday color along, and maybe I'll do the ghost picture that I was going to do. It's out of Selena Finch's Cute and Creepy Vendorables. And I was going to show everyone how I would make that more ghost-like instead of just an apparitional type of thing. So if you guys want to see that, I can definitely do that, unless you want to see something else. And with it being Halloween, you all might be extremely busy, so I don't know how y'all feel about that, doing that on a holiday. What do you think? Give me some input. Nobody? Nobody has any input? Okay. That's all right. I'll figure it out. Halloween's pretty much canceled here, so we live in a very tiny little town, and we don't normally get very many trick-or-treaters anyway. What time do you have to work? I'll be doing it in the middle of the day. I don't know where you're at, but I'll do it at my normal time of 10 o'clock in the morning, my time. So I'm not sure where you are, so I'm not sure what time it would be. Okay, so are you Central Time, Eastern Time, Pacific Time? Okay, so you're 3 hours ahead of me, so it will be airing 10, 11, 12, about noon your time. Yeah. Yeah, I have some people I know in Kentucky, so it should air at about 12 o'clock your time or something like that. 10 o'clock your time. Well, 10 o'clock my time, so 11 or 12 o'clock your time. But I do have some thoughts and ideas about different things that I want to do, and we will see how they turn out. Yeah. Uh, when I schedule things, I schedule them for Pacific Standard Time, but YouTube changes the notifications. Like if you were to hit the notification, ring the bell, whatever, you would get the notification show up on your time, not my time. So um, if I scheduled it for 10 o'clock in the morning my time, it would show up as 12 o'clock your time or something like that if you ring the bell or check the notification. YouTube does that work for us, thank goodness, because I'm terrible at changing all those things. To schedule it and put like 20 different time zones on it or time areas on it. And, yeah, YouTube does that all for you. So if you just ring the notification bell and keep your notifications on, when I publish it, YouTube will change the time frame on it to your time. Which is really cool because I would never remember to do that. So my pumpkin here is almost done. The great thing I really like about these pencils is you don't have to do a lot of blending with them. They cover so nicely. There's no streaking. There's no large amounts of white spot or anything. Even on cheaper papers, it covers really nicely on those too. So DJ, if you weren't able to catch the first part of the video, you may have noticed that there's a lot of videos missing off of my stream at this point. I will be going through those and either re-recording them or editing them and re-establishing them. So they haven't disappeared completely, but I may end up going back through them and re-recording some of them. Or maybe I'll just start over. What do y'all think? I start over with all my hoard videos. All right, so I've got the two pumpkins done now. This one here does not take very long at all. I've got the stems and whatnot to do, but we are coming up to an hour, and I just wanted to put this up and let people join in and join me here. I am going to I am going to ask for some suggestions, of course, for different names of areas that you would like to see for the schedule. I do want to do a schedule because it is a lot easier for you guys to know what's coming up. If I do it willy-nilly, you never know what the video is going to be about. So if I do a schedule, it's, either if it's Monday, it's going to be a mail. I got mail. If I didn't get mail, I'll do a review. If it's a Tuesday, I'll do tips for Tuesday and things like that. And that's a really, really good name there, Penny. I really like that. um, freebie Fridays or, things like that will be very helpful. I don't know if I want to put one out every single day, um, because that's I don't know if that's too much for y'all or that sort of thing, but I will be asking in my Facebook page for any suggestions, or I'll ask on the community page on this site, on the YouTube site as well. So if you have any suggestions, watch for that request in the community site, the community area. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. It's been so long since I've been actually watching a channel that isn't live, so I don't know if that's going to show or not. If it does, hopefully you'll give me some suggestions on what you want to see. If there are no suggestions, then I'll go with what is in my brain, and hopefully it'll be what everybody wants to see. It's what I would want to see. So hopefully it'll be what everybody else wants to see too. I'm going to continue coloring on this page for a little while today. I don't know if I'll get it finished or not, but or maybe I'll leave it for another color along. Normally on Sundays I leave that day to do housework and that sort of thing, so I won't be posting anything on Sundays. That is usually when my husband is home and I've got housework to do and laundry to do so that he can go to work without being naked, because yeah, he doesn't want that. But during the week I'm pretty much up for whatever, so. And I'll go through and I'll slowly either reproduce or blur out and clean out some of the videos so that I can repost them. I definitely want to repost a couple of the Saturday color alongs that was asked by people for me to do, like the color pocket ones, because I was asked to do those. I was actually given a color pocket to review and do those for. So I really want to make sure that I'm able to replace those for her, because she put a lot of time into those as well, and it's not fair to her at all to just have them disappear off the internet. So I will do my best to go through those and make sure that they're viewable without any issues. And if I can't, then hopefully you will all understand and forgive me, because there is only so much I can do with editing. Okay, so we've got the green down for that. Now we're going to take a look here. I think I want to use a brownie type of yellowy green. There is a lot of greens in this set. There's everything from green to yellow green to brown green to gray green. There's all sorts of, there's even pastel greens and all sorts of stuff in here. So I'll finish off this pumpkin's stem here. And I will, of course, make sure that I schedule things ahead of time for everybody. So please, of course, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Make sure you ring the bell. It's an absolutely beautiful set of pencils, and I heard through the grapevine, I don't put too much sense into it. I wouldn't bet my bottom dollar on it, but I heard through the grapevine that at some point they are going to come back to Amazon. They are available on a couple of Japanese sites, but they are a little bit expensive. The one thing I do really like about them is just the same as Faber-Castell and any of the other higher end brands, is there is different sites that you can go to order them individual. So there's not a lot of American sites you can do that in, but at least I don't have to, buy an entire set if one of my pencils gets depleted. So I do like that. Okay. And I need just a little bit darker of a brown, I think. This one, which is starting to get short. I use a lot of this brown. Yeah, you can tell what kind of pictures a person colors by looking at their shorties. If they have a lot of greens, browns, yellows that are really short, more than likely they color a lot of nature scenes, trees and stuff like that, or hair. Yeah. It's amazing what you can tell just by looking at the short pencils in somebody's pencil set. I color a lot of everything, but I have so many different sets available to me that when they do start getting short, I move on to the next set. Like this one here is starting to get short. But it will definitely be one that I will replace. There are some sets that are my absolute favorite. These, my favorite Faber-Castells. I really, really enjoy the Liras that I got for my anniversary. And I need to color more with the Brunzils as well. I haven't had a lot of time to color with them since I got them either. So the Blick Studios are really nice as well. Okay, so that is this happy little pumpkin. And his happy little stem. And I just noticed that there is a candle there. So I need to grab my bright yellow and just go along the edge here a little bit. Yeah, I'm not really good with my Prismas yet. I am getting there, but I'm not the best with them. I mash them. I have a tendency to mash them. And my camera just went all shaky. I'm sorry. I bumped the table. Yeah, that's my worst thing is that I put too much pressure on them and they just become mush. So what do you think? Should I finish it today or should I wait and do it as another color and chat? What do you ladies think? Yeah, absolutely. When I first used them, I absolutely could not stand them. They um because of the way I was using them. I was way too heavy-handed with them and they looked waxy on the paper. So it all depends upon the type of paper you're using them on, as well as how hard you're pressing. If you're pressing too hard, you're going to end up with a waxy, looks like crayon almost on your paper, and it's going to split. That was my biggest thing is I would color a picture. It would look absolutely beautiful. And I'd go back to it a couple of hours later and all the white spot would show through. And it would look like it was cracked. And it's because I was pressing too hard on the pencil and creating that problem for myself. So now I'm a little bit lighter handed with them and I am starting to understand them better and I am starting to get better at using them. I'm still not perfect with them though. All right, ladies. Well, thank you very much for joining me. I am going to finish this on another color along. I may do little bits here and there. I'm currently working on a book for a Christmas present for a child. Oh, this is the bookmark that Klara puts with all her books too, which is really cute. And I should have actually just colored it, but I really wanted to color the pumpkins. But I'll give you a peek at the Peter Rabbit book that I'm coloring. I'm coloring this as a gift for a friend of mine's child um, for her Christmas present. You know, and my husband went, yeah, meh, why would you do that? Let's give a child a coloring book that's already been colored. How mean! And then I explained to him that this is actually a storybook, and it's by Beatrix Potter. It's, of course, illustrated by Charles Centauri, and I did go through this in one of my previous videos, and it tells the tale of Peter Rabbit. And all of these pictures were blank, so I'm detailing them for her so that she can see the full story of Peter Rabbit. And so far, I've still got the backgrounds to do, but so far I have gotten to this page. This is the next page I gotta do. So I'll be working on that as well as I will continue the Fairy Touch of Magic's book as well. I just want to get this one done before Christmas so that I can seal it and it has enough time to seal before, you know, children have grubby little hands. And of course, all of that colored pencil will rub off as you turn the pages, and as little kids get a hold of it, they rub their hands all over everything to look at it. They look with touch. A lot of them look with touch. And I was always told as a child, because I looked with touch, is touch, don't look, don't touch, look, don't touch, look, don't touch. But I looked at everything with my hands. Like I would I would look at this and I go, "Oh, there's this. Oh, there's that. Or oh, there's that." And I still do it. I look with my hands. I point things out to myself, and it's a normal thing to do, and it just puts so much oil on the page, and you should really not do it so much on a blank page or on a colored page unless it's been sealed. So, and I still do it. It's just one of those things of, oh my goodness, look at that. I'll learn one of these days, maybe not. I'm old. I'll never learn. But I have had a great time today. I am so glad that you were able to join me. For those of you that did join me, and for those of you that watch later, thank you very much for watching. I will try to get those videos back up as soon as possible. If not, I will be redoing them. So we will be doing the Color My Horde on a specific day of the week, and on that day I will upload a Color My Horde video. I may end up starting from A and just going through the whole works and be done with it. And that way you guys don't have to worry about it, and nobody has to get upset about it. You know, I just want it all to be over and done with. You know, I do my best not to upset people, and sometimes they get upset anyway. So with that, I would like to, of course, remind you to like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment. I'll leave a message on the community board, asking for any suggestions that you may have. And of course, if they're in line of what I want to do, which is pretty much anything that you guys want me to do, I will, of course, implement them and put them through as well. Thank you very much. I really hope I'll have the rest of my day as a good day. So far, it's an okay day. The past hour has made it a lot better. Thank you so much. Have fun. Always color, relax, and stay safe. Bye for now.